Hi, I'm Matt with Kewlmetal, and I'd like to show you how I installed a power bus or an auxiliary fuse panel on my Spyder RT. I located my auxiliary fuse panel. This is one of those little auto parts stores, 6 fuse auxiliary panels up here under this plastic. There's a little flat piece of sheet metal right there that I glued it to, and all you have to do is pop out the panel with the one push pin to get to it. You got to reach down in there a little bit to get to it, but you can reach all the fuses and the connectors on it there. So I ran the power wire all the way back under the left side and tied it down really good, especially right here where it goes over the hot exhaust. Then I came back here and I mounted the relay to the front of the left saddlebag. I actually drilled a little hole right through, put a little button head screw, screwed the relay right to the wall there. It's right above my XM radio, and that way I go straight to the battery terminal over here with a big inline fuse for the main power on the relay. And then I use these gas tank 6mm mounting bolts here for grounds. They're nice and convenient, and the metal gas tank is grounded on the other side, so that works perfectly for grounds. And to activate this relay, I use this green and gray wire for the heated rear grips, which I understand to be the light circuit for the wire. It comes on when the engine starts, so that's what will activate my sub panel. Now right now I've got my GPS wired to the sub panel. I've got this front LED strip here wired to the sub panel, and these Kewlmetal driving lights right here are actually wired to the fender tips at the moment. I would rather have them wired to the sub panel, and I may do that in the future, but they're 35-watt bulbs, and the fender tip lights circuit seem to be handling that okay, especially considering that I put an LED in the fender tips. And so the original wattage that those bulbs were taking is not being used up, although I'm sure this is quite a bit more wattage than what was in there. So any case, just to give you an idea, we'll go ahead and fire this thing up, and that front LED will come on when that power panel's lit up, so you can see it's not on right now. The fender tips lights are on, so my driving lights are on, which is another reason I'd rather put it on the panel. That way it's not on when we're going to start the motor. So let's mode button, start it up. As soon as it starts, the sub panel's lit. There's my Kewlmetal LED strip on the front, Kewlmetal driving lights, and driving light mount kit. These are obviously mounted to the wheels and steer with the front wheels. Also the Kewlmetal fangs, I've mounted them over top of the headlights there, and they're wired as running lights. And turn signals. Definitely gives the Spyder a little attitude there. So there you have it. Those are the, on the bottom it's the clear white premium day riders, and then over the headlights we got the cool fangs, and use the drug Z circuit to wire that in as a running light and a turn signal, so you can see it working there. And then Kewlmetal driving lights on the wheels. And there you have it. Going to be installing the cool rears on the back and hooking those up to the brake lights, and we'll do a little video on that on down the road. See you later.